They knew they would die. There was no rescue coming, no reinforcements, no escape. Just a narrow mountain pass, and an army so large it swallowed the horizon. On one side, 300 Spartans. On the other, the greatest empire on earth. This is the real story of the Battle of Thermopylae, and it's not exactly what you think. The year is 480 BC. The Persian king, Xerxes I, is marching toward Greece with one goal: total conquest. His father had failed years earlier. This time, Persia would not be denied. Ancient sources claim his army numbered in the hundreds of thousands. Some say over 1 million. Modern historians believe it was smaller, but still overwhelming. Compared to the scattered Greek city-states, Persia was a superpower. Most of Greece was terrified. Some city-states surrendered immediately. Others prepared for war. And one king made a decision that would echo through history. That king was Leonidas I. But here's the part rarely explained. Sparta did not send its full army. At the time, Sparta was observing a religious festival. Their laws forbade full military action during it. So Leonidas chose 300 men, each one with a living son to carry on his name. But here's the bigger truth. They were not alone. Thousands of Greek allies joined them, from Thespiae, Thebes, and other cities. The 300 were simply the elite corps. Still, against Xerxes' army, it was suicide. So why do it? Because of geography. Thermopylae was not an open battlefield. It was a narrow coastal pass, mountains on one side, sea on the other. Only a small number of soldiers could fight at once. This neutralized Persia's biggest advantage: numbers. Wave after wave of Persian soldiers attacked. Wave after wave was cut down. For 2 full days, the Greeks held. Persian arrows filled the sky. At one point, Xerxes supposedly demanded surrender. Leonidas replied, "Come and take them." This wasn't just physical combat. It was psychological warfare. The Persian army expected an easy victory. Instead, they met discipline. Spartan training was brutal from childhood. They did not break formation. They did not panic. They did not retreat. The sight of a tiny force resisting an empire shook Persian morale. But then, everything changed. A local Greek named Ephialtes betrayed them. He revealed a hidden mountain path to Xerxes, a path that went around the pass. When Leonidas learned of it, he understood immediately. They were surrounded. He dismissed most of the Greek allies. But the Spartans stayed, and so did several hundred Thespians who refused to leave. This was no longer a battle. It was a last stand. On the 3rd day, Persian forces attacked from both sides. Leonidas was killed in the fight. The Spartans fought over his body. They retreated to a small hill. Outnumbered, exhausted, outflanked. They fought until their spears broke. Then with swords. Then with hands and teeth. Eventually, they were overwhelmed. Thermopylae fell. Persia marched forward. But something unexpected had happened. Thermopylae was technically a defeat, but strategically, it bought time. Time for Greek forces to regroup. Time for naval preparation. Soon after, the Greek navy would defeat Persia at Salamis, and the Persian invasion would ultimately fail. Thermopylae became a symbol, not of victory, but of defiance, a message to Greece. Empires can bleed. History remembers empires, but it reveres courage. The Persian Empire eventually faded. Sparta fell, but the story of Thermopylae survived for 2,500 years. Because sometimes, it's not about winning. It's about standing.